Greetings. I'm outside of London. I've been asked to go to a creative talk, a conference about the future or what would be the hybrid of black theatre. And if you don't understand or you haven't heard the word before, hybrid is simply that because we're living in a multicultural country, our influences of other cultures will integrate with our own culture. So when we, as a creative, are writing, we'll probably in campus, right? All of the other influences that we observe and experience every day because we're living in a multicultural country. So basically, it the conference actually talked about the future of black theatre. What would be the new hybrid? How would black theatre look in the next 10 years? And it's difficult because many of the actual creatives in theatre, black creatives, Asian, other cultures that are probably on the same pathway, believe that at this present time it's difficult. If you are not in league, and I say in league with the Arts Council in getting funding, etc., then you will struggle. But when you struggle, you do have ownership of your work, which is very important. Now, no disrespect to the Arts Council are doing fantastic work. But we need to also understand that when you do get funded, right? And no disrespect to anyone that does get funded, that's great. But if you do get funded, your idea is documented. It's not taken off, it's documented with the agency or the funding body that funded you. So even though you get that money for that particular project, you must spend it within that time. Or if not, in some cases, you have to give back the money back, or if you can't give back the money back, or if you can say, well, I'd like to use it for something else, that's fine. But that money will be used. But you've already given your ideas and the documentation of how you're going to run the project, how you're going to do it. And that is with your funder. So when it's with your funder now, if they probably 2 years later find, oh, that was a really good project, let me see if I can probably make it live and actually offer it to another group to use. And that's how the way it works. It's no disrespect to any funding agency, but you need to understand that's how the way it works. And with our group and with our um uh arts group, I actually mentioned that even though we get, I would say, 20% of our funding from the Tottenham Grammar School Foundation, it doesn't go to cover a lot of the higher costs, the insurance, the theatre costs, and the exam. It helps, but I have to contribute my own expenses. The assistant directors, they contribute to the running of the group, and so does the parents. So it's like a partnership. But the outcome of the what is black theatre going to look like in 10 years' time was difficult. We do know that it's going to be influenced by AI. We do know it's going to be influenced by digital. Even me, when I'm doing my theatre projects, I'm using digital on the screen simply because I cannot afford a set. So I tend to use PowerPoint presentations and things like that. But if you are a creative and a black creative and you do get funding, I wish you all the best. If you don't get funded, I know it's a struggle, but keep on going. You will get there. But it was a productive conference and I loved it.